would say ever since birth, my earliest memories are pretty much going on car rides to Mexico, and we'd be going to Mexicali, and I'd be listening to Super Estrella. My mom always had it on the radio, so like a lot of Shakira, a lot of Juanes. But also whenever we'd be home, like cleaning the house, we'd always have Tigres del Norte playing. So I'd say pretty much since birth. My first musical instrument was a Yamaha blue bass, and I got it for 80 bucks because my friend was in a band and he needed a bass player, and I worked with my dad putting up drywall, and he was like, here's 80 bucks. And that was my first instrument. Went straight to Guitar Center, first bass I saw. I still have it too. Put a bunch of stickers on it. So that was my first one. I don't really have a musical family. I'm probably the first person I know from the bloodline, I suppose, that plays music. I'm sure, like way back before we know who was in the family, like there was musicians, but I don't have any uncles that play music. I don't have any tias, my grandfather, none of those people. But I do have two little cousins that play music now. One of them plays flute and one of them plays sax. So I'd say I'm probably one of the first. Let's see, I would say expression. I just needed an outlet, I guess, and also to seem cool. I wanted to get attention of some ladies. And I was like, you know what, if I play bass and I'm in a band, I could probably turn some heads. But later it developed into something else. Like I just grew to really like making music and experimenting with all sorts of sounds, and also to just get better. Like it's just really cool how you could start off not knowing anything about music, and then you look at yourself 10 years later and you could just do all sorts of stuff. My musical influences are pretty much all over the place. I grew up listening to a lot of thrash metal, so there's that in there, like Megadeth for sure, but also some new metal like System of a Down. They're definitely one of my biggest inspirations. But I also draw from Los Tigres del Norte, I draw from Cumbias, I draw from Sublime. They're also another big influence. Or even bands like Café Tacuba, Caifanes, and I'm always looking for new inspirations, new influences. So lately I've been pretty into Chicano Batman, and I would say I really like the direction they're going, and I wouldn't mind exploring some of the ideas that they explored. I actually went over this already. It was a Yamaha. When I'm not playing music, I like to paint. I like to garden. I've been working a lot at community garden recently, and I actually painted at the community garden. We just painted a mural, so that was pretty cool. It's called Huerta del Valle. It's here in San Bernardino. I know I'm next to a bunch of books, but I'm actually not much of a reader. But I do like to see the photo books and the art books. I like art a lot, so anything art related, that's what I want to do with my free time.